want unity, equal liberty for you and me. We shall overcome is what he sings. You guessed it, his name is Dr.
Hello, Gilmore Fine Arts. I'm Kendall, and welcome to the second broadcast of our virtual Black History program.
And I am Jessica. We have more awesome things to share with you this week in celebration of the Black history and culture. So let's begin with the second grade students who learn about some great African American jazz musicians.
Art Tatum, real name is Arthur Tatum Jr. His birthday is October 13th. He was born in 1909.
Born October 13th, 1909.
He played the piano. Art Tatum was almost completely blind. He became blind at the age of 4. He was almost completely blind. He was nearly blind, and he still played piano.
He was completely blind, but he still played the piano, and he also made this song called Yesterday.
William James Tracy was the first African American man to win a Grammy, born on August 21, 1904.
Billie Holiday.
Her name was Eleanor.
Her real name is Eleanor Fagan. Her birthday is April 7th, 1915.
She was born on April 7th, 1915. Her voice is her instrument.
Her instrument is her voice.
Billie Holiday becomes popular because her style of singing was unique. She made her voice sound like jazz instruments. She also becomes famous for singing jazz standards written by other people like Easy Living. Duke Ellington writes his music. Duke played his band for over 50 years. Duke worked for 60 years.
Charlie Parker was born on August 29, 1920.
His nickname is Bird. His nickname is Bird.
His nickname is Yardbird. He played the saxophone. He died in 1955 in New York City by a heart attack.
Earl was born June 15, 1924. Fun fact, he taught himself how to play piano, and he was influenced by Fats Waller.
Ella Jane Fitzgerald. She was born on April 25th, 1917.
Ella was born April 25th, 1917.
Was born April 25, 1917.
She was an American jazz singer.
Her instrument, well, she kind of didn't really have an instrument because it was her voice. That was her instrument. It was really cool that her instrument was her voice.
Fun fact, she started singing on accident after getting stage fright at a dance concert, and Ella became famous for her wide range and sweetness of her.
Ella became famous for her wide range and her sweetness of her voice. Range is when you can sing really high and really low. She won 8 Grammy Awards, a National Medal of Arts, and the Kennedy Center Honors Award. Ella Fitzgerald was very shy. She performed over 60 years even though she was shy. That's why he was in the movies. That's why learn how to play and piano by age. John Briggs Gillespie. Instrument, trumpet. Birth, October 21st, 1917. He was known for his swollen cheeks and his Dunique trumpet. Hope you had a nice day, everyone. Bye!
Bye!
Great job! By the way, many people do not know that jazz is Americans' only true original music. Next, take a look at 6th grade's presentations of quotes by African Americans.
That was really inspirational. Now, if you like poetry, you are sure to appreciate our next presentation of poetry readings by PTA President Becca Garcia and Vice President Chelsea Powell. Listen up!
Hi, I'm Rebecca Garcia, and I'm the current PTA president here at Gilmore Fine Arts. I recently was talking to my friend Chelsea, and she mentioned a poet named Cleo Wade that she really enjoyed reading. She said that the words really spoke to her, so I looked her up and started to read some of her words as well. One of those poems that she wrote, named Tired, was something that kind of spoke to me as well. So I encourage you to talk to your friends about authors, poets, musicians, people that they feel like they can connect with their words. I think maybe you'll learn a little something about your friends in doing that, but also maybe about yourself. So let me read Tired to you by Cleo Wade. I was tired of worrying, so I gave myself my peace back. I was tired of feeling intimidated by what I should do, so I pulled up my sleeves and got to work on what I could do. I was tired of not knowing, so I found out about myself, my family, my ancestors, my government, and the struggles of others. I was tired of seeing evil everywhere, so I found the heavenly spot and showed my neighbors where they were. I was tired of looking at the world as one big mess, so I decided to start cleaning it up. And when people ask me if I am exhausted, I tell them no, because more than anything, what I got the most tired of was being tired. Thank you.
Hi, Gilmore Fine Arts students. My name is Chelsea, and I'm the Vice President of the Fine Arts PTA. And in honor of Black History Month, I am going to read one of my favorite poems by one of my favorite poets, Cleo Wade. If you don't know anything about Cleo Wade, I think it would be awesome for you to look her up and read some of what she's written. And maybe see if one of her books is in the library, in the virtual library that you guys have access to. This poem is called How to Breathe When You Want to Give Up. Today, I am breathing through fatigue, fear, and feeling overwhelmed. I breathe because when I breathe, I am reminded that I am alive. I am reminded that to be able to fill my body with air means that I have the ability to keep going. I am reminded that my time on earth may be short, but it can be powerful if I dedicate it to love and fairness. When I breathe, I am reminded of Mary Oliver when she wrote, "Tell me, what is it you plan to do with your one wild and precious life?" So I breathe and let my breath turn into a smile that says back to her, as much as I can.
Very nice. Now listen to GFA Suzuki String students Aaron, Dalton, Tyson, and Violet in their violin performances of a song by Ghanaian composer Kenneth Kaifui, with an introduction by me. Mele Sue is a piece by Black composer Kenneth Kaifui, who is from the African country of Ghana. The first instrument he learned to play was the harmonium, which is like a small organ. Mr. Kaifui composed music for choir, orchestra, piano, organ, and traditional African instruments.
Beautiful job, everyone. Now let's listen to the 8th grade students as they tell us about their African American heroes.
Duke Ellington is my Black History Month hero because he has really inspired me and so many other people to do what you love and really bring people together through music. Music is a very, very big part of how our world is today, and just music is a very big part of Black history, and it really just shows and inspires people that to do what you love and keep trying and express yourself and just don't be afraid. My favorite quote from Duke Ellington is, "A problem is a chance for you to do your best," which really speaks to me because right now times are very, very hard, and it's really just shown us how strong we are and that we can get through this. That we just need to keep doing our best so that we can move forward, and it just shows us that we are strong. And so yes, that is why Duke Ellington is my Black History Month hero.
My Black History Month hero is Jackie Robinson. He was a professional baseball player. He played for the Brooklyn Dodgers from 1947 to 1957. One of his quotes that inspires me is that I'm not concerned with your liking or disliking me. All I ask is that you respect me as a human being. To me, this means that everyone should be treated the same. If you disrespect people, they aren't going to respect you. This is why I chose Jackie Robinson.
History Month hero is Ruby Bridges. She inspires me because she shows that you are never too young to make a difference and to do something good for the world. Ruby Bridges was the first African American child to go to William Frantz Elementary School. With her being brave enough to go there, she helped end racial segregation in public schools. The quote from her that I chose is, "Don't follow the path. Go where there is no path and begin the trail. When you start a new trail equipped with courage, strength, and conviction, the only thing that can stop you is you." To me, this quote means to march to the beat of your own drum. You don't always have to do what is expected of you by others. As long as you have the right tools, you will succeed as long as you believe in yourself.
I really enjoyed watching those. Up next, we continue with staff inspirations this week as GFA staff members share an event or person in Black history that inspires them.
Great reflections, and the mid emojis are pretty cool. Now we have some words from Jocelyn Fish of the Racine Theater Guild and the RUSD Superintendent, Dr. Gillian, and about the importance of Black history and culture.
I am Dr. Gallion, Superintendent of Racine Unified School District. This month, I understand that you guys will be celebrating Black History Month. That is a great idea, and I want to challenge you to really look into the richness of Black History Month. I had the opportunity to go to the National Black Historical Smithsonian Museum in Washington, D.C. And that museum is so rich with history of Black people in this country. And I learned a lot. So I would encourage you this month to take in as much as you can. And if you ever have an opportunity to visit a museum that has a historical collection of events that affect African American citizens in this country, I encourage you to do so. So enjoy your month, learn as much as you can, and Mr. Lewis, thank you for inviting me.
Hello, my name is Jocelyn Fish and I'm the Director of Marketing and Development for the Racine Theater Guild. Theater is defined as a collaborative form of performing art that uses live performers to present the experience of a real or imagined event before a live audience, in a specific place, often a stage. While many of you may be more familiar with performance through a screen, whether streaming Netflix or watching TikTok, theater is very different in many ways. Whether you're creating a performance or sitting the audience viewing it, there's a collaborative spirit around it. It brings out your creativity and your imagination as you explore new worlds and meet new people. The Racine Theater Guild has been sharing stories on stage since 1938, but just as theater has so many stories to tell, so does Black History Month, celebrating those who blazed the way for generations. Many of those historic figures had and continue to have impacts on arts, culture, and yes, theater. They have contributed to their talents to many aspects of theater, including singing, acting, costume design, choreography, writing, lighting design, composing music, and more. Theater in the arts not only taps into your innovativeness, but many who grew up enjoying writing, art, singing, acting, and more have looked back on how those experiences helped them build confidence, achieve their goals, and share something special with the world. It also gives people a space to tell important stories and lift up the voices of those unheard. Take, for example, Amanda Gorman, the young poet laureate who spoke at the presidential inauguration just a couple weeks ago. As the nation watched her speak, she brought the words on the page to life, emphasizing them with deliberate hand gestures and connecting with all of us with a simple but determined gaze. She performed her piece, The Hill We Climb, standing tall in front of millions. She herself overcame a speech impediment, but found the words to tell her story in a way all of us could relate to. Truly inspiring. Like Amanda's work to write, rewrite, and perform her poem, it takes hard work to rehearse, memorize, and stage a production, but it pays off in the end, whether with applause or with a feeling that you did something good if you worked behind the scenes. This kind of creativity can start right at school or in your own home. Pick up a paintbrush, write down your thoughts, sing a song, put on a costume and become someone else. Learn about yourself and from others along the way. You can share your story or bring the story of others, perhaps even those you learn about during Black History Month, to life through your own talents to connect us all.
Thank you for sharing, Dr. Gallian and Miss Fish. Well, that's our program. Be sure to join us next week when we will share more talent and classroom activities in celebration of Black History Month here at Gilmore Fine Arts.
We will close with a friendly reminder to all talented GFA students. And remember, Black history is American history.
you and me. We shall overcome is what he sings. You guessed it, his name is Dr. King. Non-violence is what Martin stands for.